Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Paranautical Activity a little bit sooner. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because who knows? Because the way I'm using Paranautical Activity lately is like, if I can't get a Spelunky recording out, you know, I have an extra Paranautical Activity episode. Oh my god, I've already taken damage. I'm the worst, but anyway, the way I treat this series is kind of like an extra thing just in case, you know, like, if I can't get a recording out. How do I already have 117? Do I start with money? I don't know. Bucket of tar is full. Super weapon ammo. I don't even have a super weapon. That is a shitty store, man. I don't want a sickle. Sickle is worse than the crossbow. I don't have a super weapon for bucket of tar to be even remotely useful. Oh god. Oh god, please kill the moth. Okay. Oh! This is too much stuff. Oh man. This is shaping up to be potentially the shortest Paranautical Activity run I maybe ever have done on camera. But hopefully we'll get through this together. The power of friendship and magic. But yeah, I don't know when this is going to go up, is basically what I'm saying. I'm recording this fairly soon after the previous episode went up. Ooh, cherry bomb. Alright, we got an early cherry bomb. This is going to make our bombs much more useful and also make the grenade launcher like heavily incentivized. We would really like to pick up a grenade launcher now because, you know, cherry bomb is an insanely good upgrade for that weapon. Why didn't I go fight the mini boss? Oh well, I kind of want to fight the mini boss first because what could I possibly get from the boss? It's either gonna be Skullito skull or blubber or double jump. Wait, I already fought the mini boss. What am I doing? Okay, confession time. I've been consuming alcohol tonight. I didn't think that I was very drunk, but, you know, signs are pointing to me just being wrong. Okay, but excellent. We're picking up Blubber. Blubber, really, really good update, or upgrade for David Bowie. I almost said the Daily Bowie, which would be an awesome magazine, I guess, but it's not what we're doing. But yeah, the Blubber is going to be great for us because we start out with such low base health. And the blubber is going to give us a bunch more health. It's going to drop our speed a little bit, but one of the main benefits of David Bowie, one of the reasons I like playing him so much, is because he starts with a ton of speed. So we can afford the speed drop to kind of patch our health weakness. Oh my god, I can't believe these aren't hitting. Come on. Oh my god. I didn't want to like approach him because if you aren't standing next to a wall, the moths are, I'm not going to say instant death, but you're probably going to get hit. Man, I feel like Blubber's making me slower than I'm used to, but, you know, maybe not. Anyway, let's go ahead and clear out this floor, because it is the first floor. It is the easiest floor. We are at 10 health now, as well as 2 armor, which I probably should have tried to save, actually, until we were leaving, because they were in the boss room anyway, but that's okay. Because we are, you know, in a position where we can very reliably clean out. Oh, we can pick up the battery, which is, I believe, more ammo for our non-existent super weapon. That's one interesting thing. I haven't seen super weapons drop very often at all in this patch. So now we've got all of these items that are designed to what's the word? Complement. I knew it started with com. But we've got all these items designed to complement spacebar items like the battery and so forth, the bucket of tar. And I don't have a super weapon, so they're all like 100% useless to me. I haven't actually played this patch yet on a character who doesn't start with a super weapon, but there are two. The tank and David Bowie, probably the two most powerful characters, do not start with super weapons. That's probably why, because they're already plenty powerful enough on their own. I don't even know, because the super weapon choices for each class kind of patch a weakness of that class. Like Gilead has a hit scan weapon because his primary weapon is garbage for long range and enemies that move around a lot. What the fuck room am I in? Whoa, I thought I was in... I saw the battery icon and I thought I was in the room with the battery icon because it looks kind of like a little tiny triangle. The minimap is very small for having all these little icons on it sometimes. This is one tiny complaint I have. It makes it very difficult to tell what exactly I'm looking at. It's like the hearts look like little tiny red blobs that almost blend into the background. But anyway, that's going to be the end of this floor. I remember the shop having nothing I was even vaguely interested in. which might be a good thing because now we're gonna save our 217 coins and take them on to the next floor, and maybe we'll get something worthwhile on this shop that we wouldn't have otherwise gotten if there was like a 100 coin item that I was gonna pick up, because why not? Instead, we're gonna be able to save up a substantial amount of money compared to what I usually do. Let's blow that thing up to injure this Gilead a little bit. But what was I talking about? We're gonna take that, by the way. Oh god, get away from me, Tenchi. I don't even know if we can hit lava this early, so that hot foot may not end up coming in handy ever. But we have this Ankh now, which will allow us to become invulnerable to damage for a little while, which is actually a pretty big deal. God, Paranautical Activity is a really fun video game to play, by the way. If you haven't picked up this game yet, but you watched the series for some insane reason, highly recommend it. It's really, really good. It's just, it hits all the right buttons for me. You know, I love first-person shooters, and like the Twitch style first-person shooter especially. There aren't a lot of single-player first-person shooters that capture this feeling of just being constantly surrounded by stuff and having to constantly react to things. Most first-person shooters today are like, you know, sit behind cover, get on the turret or whatever, and all the dudes are gonna come at you and you have to shoot them all, which is okay. Like, I actually recently played through Battlefield 4's campaign, and I thought it was admirable for a first-person shooter of this generation, but, you know, just that caveat kind of tells you all you need to know about how I actually felt about it. It was okay. It was alright, but, you know, something like this really more captures the feel that I get from actually playing a multiplayer shooter, in that there's just crazy shit going on around you all the time, and your skills are actually tested to an extent. I'm going to take the slowdown thing, and we're probably going to use it on this mini-boss right here, but, you know, depending on what it is. For the jellyfish, I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary here. I do get hit by the jellyfish, but I'm not sure if slowing it down would help, is the thing. Apologies, by the way, for my my snuffling. I'm getting a little bit sick, I think. I'm gonna pick up the horseshoe. That's actually really goddamn good, because the horseshoe is going to give us 50% more drops of all sorts, so 50% more money, 50% more health, etc. Really glad to be picking that up fairly early. We're on level 2, which is, you know, as early as you can reasonably expect to get that item. You could get it on level 1, but that would be really, really lucky. But the earlier you get it, the better, because it's going to just keep on stacking on more and more advantages as we go on. So I'm very happy to have picked it up. What have we got in here? Huh. Okay, so we got my titular item, Green's Ovaries, which will give us a doubled vulnerability timer. I'll tell the story about that in a second. Powder Keg, which is going to go really well with our Cherry Bomb we already picked up, and Flip-Flops, which make us less vulnerable to lava. I think we're going to go for Green's Ovaries first, honestly, because that is a really good item. And now, for the story about Green's Ovaries. So, in earlier builds of Paranautical Activity, for those who weren't around, I was like, this game needs a fucking invulnerability timer, which it now has, by the way, mostly, or at least partially due to my feedback. I'm not going to say mostly, but, you know, I talked to Mike about it, and I was like, dude, I really think this game needs an invulnerability timer, because the way things used to go was, you know, you'd walk into a room, and sometimes there's a Gilead that you didn't know. Oh god, how did that hit me? How did my bomb get that close to me? Anyway. Cherry Bomb really good for taking out these spiders, by the way. Holy shit. Like, this is turning this boss into a fucking joke. And we'll get some floating bombs right here, which are actually really good with the grenade launcher if we can end up picking that up. I would really like to get that as well as the grenade launcher. Or not the grenade launcher, as well as the powder keg that's in this shop, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we're going to be able to save up enough for the powder keg, unfortunately, but I really want it, because that doubles the, not only the power of bombs, but the power of all damage upgrades that apply to bombs if you're using the grenade launcher. So any damage up you've gotten counts double after picking up the powder keg. Oh, I can't believe I let myself get hit by a ninja star. What am I doing? Anyway, let's go pick up Green's Ovaries. and finish my story about Green's ovaries. So, you know, it used to be you would walk into a room and maybe, you know, say there's a Gilead hiding in the corner that you didn't notice, and you start backing up toward him while he's shooting at you. You're going to back up into like 5 or 6 bullets before you have a chance to react, and you are going to take 5 or 6 hits of damage because you're taking them all within the space of half a second or less. So it was really fucked. Like, you could die so absurdly fast in this game that it just felt completely unfair and garbage. So I was like, dude, you gotta put in like even just a little tiny timer, like a half-second timer. And he was like, yeah, I don't know about that, man. That doesn't really go with the old school vibe I'm going for. I'm like, well, the old school first-person shooters didn't have a max of like 5 health, did they? And you know, eventually he actually ended up modeling Green's ovaries before he put in the default timer, and he was like testing it out to see how it was having an item that gave you an invincibility timer, and he was like, okay, this game should have an invincibility timer because this feels so much more, you know, so much better. So he changed the purpose of the item he was designing for me, called Green's ovaries, to instead double the invulnerability timer. So instead of 0.5 seconds, we have a full second between shots before we're vulnerable to damage again, which is really, really nice, and it's a really good item, and that's why I have just purchased it, even though it's a little bit, you know, derogatory toward me. But, you know, because there was where that name came from was, you know, before Mike had actually tested it out and saw what the game felt like with an invincibility timer, he was just like, oh, you're just being a pussy, man. Like, you just need to man up. I was like, I'm not, you know, I can still beat the game, it's just silly. You know, it feels silly when that happens to you, and I think you should fix it. But, you know, there's a lot of making fun of me going on that carried over into the name Green's ovaries, even though he eventually conceded that I was indeed correct. And that is my homage into this game. It's really interesting, like, this is the only game where I'm really, like, close friends with the developer, and it's really cool being able to talk to him about, you know, decisions that he's made with the game and everything. And I've done a couple interviews with him on the channel if you're interested. His name is Spooter W, and in fact, I should really let you know that he has a YouTube channel as well, rather than just pimping my own. Oh god, there's still an enemy in here? Rather than pimping my own videos with him in them. But he's a really cool dude. He's one of the funniest guys I know, and he has a really good YouTube channel at youtube.com/spooterw. You should check out, as well as buying his game, because he's just all around pretty awesome. But anyway, that's enough sucking on Mike Malbeck's dick. Oh yeah, you should also follow him on Twitter, by the way, so I guess it's not enough sucking on his dick quite. But, you know, follow him on Twitter, and we stream together occasionally. Hopefully, I want to do it more, because it's really fun. But he's one of my friends. So anyway, what I was talking about, oh god, why did I just throw a bomb? I just, like, accidentally right-clicked on my mouse. God, I'm so drunk right now. I didn't think I was. I didn't realize I was, and it's funny because I was thinking about solo queuing Dota instead of recording. I was like, you know what I should do instead is just do a recording so that I'm not just, like, the most useless human being in the world. And thank God I didn't decide to solo queue Dota, because I would just be making people really angry right now with my lack of, you know, basic reasoning and motor functions that comes with the consumption of alcohol. Alright, I think we're out of moths on this floor. God, my nose is really stuffy, and I apologize for that. I think all of the moths on this floor are deceased, so this room is a lot easier now. I don't know why, like, there's no reason to go back to that train of thought because it was already so irrelevant by the time I got to it. The room was almost over. But that's what I was trying to say before I talked about how I've got all this snot that I'm trying to suck back into my nasal cavity so it doesn't impact my ability to speak. Fucking winter, am I right? Oh god, I just got shot by the Gilead. I am bleeding health. I'm doing really poorly here. I might die twice in a row on this patch. The first time because, holy shit, that was crazy. Like, if you didn't see the previous episode, you should go check it out. I got sea legs, which I think doubles your current speed, and I was already really fast. So I was too fast by a substantial margin, and I also had cherry bomb grenade launchers, so it was just impossible for me to go anywhere where I wasn't just, you know, hitting myself repeatedly. Oh god, get away from me. thing from the thing. Let's kill this. Kill this. There we go. And let's see what item we get out of this. Hopefully something really good. Hopefully a weapon. Like the thing with David Bowie is you really need to replace his weapon at some point because it's not a good late game weapon at all. What is? I haven't seen this before. It's a battery. Tesla Coil, increased super weapon charge. Yeah, here we go. See, this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. I do not have a super weapon, so that upgrade is complete garbage for me. But I will go ahead and fill up my ammo just in case I find one. Though, can I even find one? I haven't. I know there used to be a glitch where you couldn't pick them up, but I thought Mike said he fixed it. But that said, I haven't in the last like 2 or 3 episodes seen a super weapon for purchase anywhere. So, you know. Oh god damn it. I'm taking so much damage. That was a tough situation though, in fairness to me. Let's go ahead and take out Gilead here by just shooting him in the head. He can't get a clear shot at me because he's an idiot. So we'll just shoot him a couple times and move on. Some more coins. Excellent. And on to the next room. So we're still on level 3. Jesus, this has been a kind of a long recording, I feel. Has it been? 16 minutes level 3 is pretty long, yeah. I don't know why I've been progressing so slowly through the game. I feel like I should be much later at this point, but hey, you know, shit happens. Oh! Okay. I'm just gonna narrowly avoid those shots. Jump over that shot like a badass. I like shouldn't have done that. I should not have attempted that because it would have been so easy for me to take damage. There was a hot foot on this level, wasn't there? Or was that? Okay, yeah, it's right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come and get this hot foot. Perfect. Excellent. Found it. And we're gonna use that in this lava room so we can get to the shop. Hot foot makes you immune to lava for a short period of time, like I think 30 seconds. Which is gonna make this a lot easier for us. It's just this room that's actually really easy, even if you don't have immunity to lava. But hey, you know, shit happens. We've got an entire 20 seconds, which is a lot in video game time, to navigate our way safely through that room. We got a lighthouse. Oh, and there's a blowfish gun for sale. Bloody doubloon lets us buy things with health instead of coins. I think I want to go for it because then, oh man, 9 health for the lighthouse. I think is worth. Is that gonna give me? Let's do an experiment here. That's gonna bring me to 1 health. Lighthouse gives you 2 armor every time you get to 1 health. It gave it to me. Alright. And then we need 2 health for the blowfish gun. So we're definitely going to pick that up. But we need to go and find some more heart containers that have dropped. That's an interesting decision that I may or may not regret. The bloody doubloon is a really interesting item. It's kind of like deals with the devil, but it doesn't take heart containers. It takes health. So you can directly spend hearts on items. And they are, you know, decently cheap. Like lighthouse is perhaps the most expensive item in the entire game right now, and I just got it for 9 hearts. Blowfish gun, it looks like it's a conversion rate of 100 coins to 1 heart, and you get hearts much more commonly than money pickups, so it can be really, really good. We just need to, you know, find some more hearts. I think it's going to have great synergy with the lighthouse as well, which is why I bought it. Because it doesn't really matter that much if we're low on health. We can still get that armor, those armor pickups. Let's go ahead and drop some bombs on this guy. Ooh, scary. 1 more bomb, I think. Lots of damage there. But we need to start being careful about using bombs now because we might actually injure ourselves with them because this guy is so big now. Stop being so big. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. So he is dead. We can get a bunch more health out of him that we can then use to go and get that blowfish gun, which is a super weapon that we did not previously have. So we'll definitely pick that up. Thank you, store. And let's go ahead and deal with this room over here as well. Yeah, I feel like Bloody Doubloon plus Lighthouse is going to be excellent for us because, again, if we get to 1 health, we get a couple armor. And that's a big comeback mechanic for when you're low on health drops. So we can kind of use that to our advantage by taking a lot more damage than we usually would by buying a bunch of items that we wouldn't normally be able to afford We're not going to pick up that hot foot because we are done with this floor, and the clock that we've been carrying around this whole time, if you didn't know, is actually really fantastic. It makes it so that you can make the game go at half speed for a little while, so it's like a Max Payne style slow-mo effect, which is really, 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 really handy, and I like it a lot. I'm kind of in love with that trinket, or Powerup, I guess is what they're called in this game. What have you. People have been making fun of me. They're like, every time I use that item, I have an orgasm. You know, that's not far from the truth at all. It's a really, really good item that is very handy for getting out of tight situations. We haven't really gotten to the point where I'm in a situation that's crazy enough where I feel like I need to use it, but if you walk into a room and there's just a bunch of enemies and you're like, fuck, I have no idea how I'm going to handle this, being able to just hit the slow-mo button is really handy. I left an Ankh, didn't I? I just remembered that I used to have an Ankh, which is even better than the slow-mo, unfortunately. It gives you some invulnerability period. There's lava in there, so we'll see if we can get a hot foot or something before we go in there, or just, you know, avoid going in there, because lava could be a big pain in the ass. This is kind of a crazy room, almost crazy enough where I feel like this is slow-mo worthy, but I think actually we're going to be able to deal with it just by moving around the corners of the room strategically. God damn it, Lecter. I was just in the middle of talking about how cool I am and how I wasn't going to take damage in this room, and then you come and hit me. But, you know, there's a good chance that would have happened even if I wasn't slow-mo, because I didn't see that guy at all. Go ahead and take this guy out, and then just one more enemy, the Lecter. Perfect. And we're building up our health again, which is excellent. This doubles our fire rate, and I think that's going to be utterly useless unless we find another weapon on this floor, because the crossbow doesn't really benefit from fire rate in any appreciable fashion. That was a little bit of a tough room. Maybe you should have slow-mode, but again, I'm not sure if this is the sort of room where I would have been able to actually deal with it. I want that bomb and potentially the money that's in there. Oh, right, I don't need money anymore. Money is completely pointless, so I'm not going to try to get in there. We've got Mega Bullets for 1 health. Oh, the M14 for 5 health is so tempting. We can get Vitamin C, which is a health up for 1 health. Does that add a health to us? Let's find out. Yes, it does. So we lost absolutely nothing from picking up Vitamin C. Mega Bullets are more damage. I'm very interested in trying to pick up that M14. So if we can get 5 spare hearts going on, then I would definitely like to pick that item up. And, you know, upgrade ourselves to a very, very formidable force. Oh man, I took some homing bullet damage there. That sucks. But otherwise, we'll pick up the homing bullets for 1 health, which is definitely worth it. In fact, maybe I should pick that up anyway, so that I can have it now. But it's not that important with the crossbow, because crossbow does a lot of damage in 1 single strike, so getting a damage up for it doesn't do as much as something that's so quick firing like the M14. We don't need this money. I keep on letting myself forget that money is now completely 100% pointless for us because we're just spending health on things. There's a little bit of money for us in the form of some hearts. I don't know if we got 1 or 2. I wasn't really paying enough attention, honestly. Oh, these guys are behind me. I tried to do something clutch and hit that barrel so they would just both explode to it, but that was not the case. That's the end of that. We do have 5 health now, but I'd like to get a little bit of spare before we spend it all. Oh, God. Stop getting hit, please. Before we spend it all on the M14. But at the same time, I really want the M14 a whole lot, because crossbow is just starting to get to that point where it's not that useful for us. But I would love to have 6 spare health by the time we end this floor so we can pick that up, as well as Mega Bullets. And that'll make us much, much more formidable, I would say, at this point in the game. Kill that guy. Excellent. Pick up all of this shit. We're up to 7 health. Still scares me a little bit, the idea of spending 5 out of 7 of my hearts on a gun. But, you know, eventually we're gonna have to do it. I really hope that we can. It's interesting. I don't know how I feel about Bloody Doubloon. I just straight up don't. It's a very interesting item. that I think I need to buy a few more times so I know how it affects my gameplay. Oh, there's the last enemy. Perfect. Oh man, that was so good. Like he jumped up and then landed back into my crossbow bolt. Feels really good. Let's check out this room now. It's interesting how long we've gone without hitting the mini boss or the boss. Normally we would have hit one of them by now. There we go. Homing bullets. Deceased. I think there's one more up here though. Yep, there he is. Try to snipe him. Excellent. Alright. That's the end of those. Lecter's so annoying. He's consistently one of the most annoying enemies in the entire game ever since I started playing the very first version of the beta. Those guys are a pain in the dick. Oh god. Okay. Killed it. Oh fuck. I jumped, but you can't jump over homing bullets obviously because they'll just like follow you up. Even though I should have been able to clear the bullets. But they home, so completely useless there. Oh man. 2 enemies with 1 exploding barrel feels good. Ah, whoa! Whoa! I think that guy just broke some rules. You can't jump that far. That's insane. This is absolutely crazy. I gotta remember that I have a super weapon now. I don't think it's been that necessary so far, but it is something that we can use. It has homing capabilities, so it's very good for taking out annoying enemies like Lecters if we need to. Kill that guy, kill these guys, kill these guys, kill these guys. There we go. Dead guys. Going on. We've got a bunch of ammo on the floor, which is one reason we might think about just using the super weapon for the sake of using the super weapon. This seems like a good room to use it on. But these are homing poison rockets, basically. They're really good. Allow you to clear out a room very quickly. Oh god damn it. The one enemy that I would have wanted to kill with them though. Oh god. Okay. We need to just get past that guy. Good. Okay. I was afraid I was still being pursued at that point. Oh, we do still have a Lecter in here. Oh man. I want to get enough armor that I feel confident spending 5 health. I don't know if that's going to happen. But here's the boss. So we're going to check this out for sure. See what's going on. Oh, we got Poseidon. Maybe we can pick up the Trident and not even have to deal with the M14. Oh no. This took some stupid damage. I just hit him with one of his own blowfish. I'm not sure if that did damage. I don't think it did. It'd be pretty silly if it did, but I don't think that's the case. Anyway, let's go ahead and destroy this man. Poseidon's really weird because the blowfish don't actually injure you by contacting you directly. They have to hit the ceiling or the floor or something to actually deal damage to you. What is this? Random power-up. Alright. That is not really worthy of a boss drop in my eyes, but whatever. We're going to pick that up to get a free hot foot that we're never going to use. That sucks a lot. This is a really annoying... Oh god, I accidentally slowed down time, and having slowed down time distracted me to the point where I accidentally just wasted my my advantage there. Because I meant to switch to my super weapon. But anyway, we're just gonna kill this guy with homing fish because otherwise it could be a pretty difficult boss fight. We're gonna take a multiplicative speed upgrade that's gonna be pretty nice. That's gonna bring us up to, I think, roughly the same speed we were when we started the game. And I guess we might as well take this hot foot. I did not choose to use my my slowdown in that room, but it did happen, so we might as well replace it with a different... Oh, wait a minute. Let's not take the hot foot. Let's instead take the Ankh that the boss dropped, and I totally subsequently forgot about. But the Ankh is going to make us invincible for 15 seconds, so that is a really handy upgrade to have. Let's definitely start picking up ammo drops now that we've expended a lot of ammo from fighting that mini-boss. Oh god. Oh, I should have brought the hot foot. Why did I go in here without picking up the hot foot? I'm the worst. Okay, we've taken out the Gilead. This is going to be much easier now. Just got to be a little bit careful of those projectiles, but we're okay. And we're going to have to go and spend 5 of our 7 hearts, I think, on picking up the M14, but that's okay. I think it's worth it. I think it's totally worth it. Man, you know what would be really good is getting a golden heart with this ability to spend health on upgrades, because the golden heart fills up your health immediately, so we can spend like all of our health and then just get it back and have a bunch of upgrades besides. But no such luck. Let's go ahead and pick up the M14. And let's go all the way. Let's pick up Mega Bullets for some damage up. Oh, right, and picking up the Mega Bullets brought me to 1 health, which means that we got additional armor from the, you know, the thing. Wait, that's not useful to us. I forgot that we picked up the Ankh. We're just gonna go and pick up some super weapon ammo while we're at it here. But yeah, that's really exciting to me that we got that extra armor from the lighthouse, which I honestly totally forgot that I had. That is going to make us much more effective here. So we gained health from buying the Mega Bullets, so I'm really glad I did that. That puts us in a fantastic position. So we've got 5 hits before we're dead now. That's not terrible, but we need to be careful for sure, and hopefully get some more red hearts going on. Maybe pick up a golden heart or something along those lines, so that we can, you know, continue going and continue buying all the sweet upgrades in all these shops. I missed some super weapon ammo. I see it on the map. I'm over it. I tried really hard to get all of it, but I was being stupid. I think the axes distracted me from it. I don't want to go fight axes again. So, here we are on the Nazi themed levels. We got a late game weapon just in time. We don't have a whole ton of upgrades, so we might be in a little bit of trouble here. I don't want to go into the room that's like really tall and full of acid. Oh, I don't want to go into one that's a bunch of arrows though. Shit. Oh god. I made a terrible mistake. I made a terrible mistake coming in here. That was a really bad room. Oh, why did I not? Okay, we're using the Ankh in this room because fuck this, basically. And we'll just take out all the stuff that way. I really need health. I really need health. I really need health. Okay, there's a bunch of arrows in there. I don't really want to deal with that. So what's going on in here? Oh god, a bottomless pit room. But there's a gift shop over there, but we don't have any health to spend on it anyway. But fuck it, let's go and find out what we're missing out on. Oh god, I took a hit and I didn't get spirit hearts from it. That's some bullshit. I guess I need a red heart to take the hit. I need to go from 2 red hearts to 1 red heart. Just don't die. We're 1 hit away from death here. That is terrifying. God, these guys take so long to kill. Okay, we got another armor, but that's not the red heart we needed. That's not good. We should have a guy downstairs. There he is. There's another hot foot. Might as well pick it up, I guess. Nice. We'll pick up all of this useless money. We really need to get some red hearts so that we can continue making use of the lighthouse, but that doesn't seem to be in the cards here. Let's go ahead and pick up the hot foot. And what's going on here? Trigger finger for 1 health. Power of the gods for 1 health. Ugh. God. We can get trigger finger for sure, but that's, you know, we don't have the 1 health to spare right now. Oh no! Fucking lack of red hearts making lighthouse useless. This is awful. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get the greatest upgrades that time. I'm not sure if Bloody Doubloon was the greatest idea. I'm leaning towards no. And I also probably shouldn't have spent that much health in the previous shop. That's interesting. All of these new items produce so many new game mechanics that now I have to kind of learn how to react to. Because right now I really don't know if I made the right choice or not. Because I'm so used to using all this stuff. But anyway, thank you guys for watching another episode of Paranautical Activity, and I'll see you guys next time with another episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series as much as I am. This game is crazy in this new patch. I'm really having a good time. Anyway, bye guys.